Okay, I think I might have the controls fixed, finally. Put the window in the wrong place. There we go. Long ago, the goddess Valdis birthed two daughters into the world, one a child of darkness and the other of light. One day, the dark goddess attacked her mother at home in the city of Scythiel. The goddess of light arrived too late to save her mother. The city was in chaos. The clash between the two sisters cracked the lands and sank the holy city of Scythiel into the abyss. Valdis' story of Issel City. So, let me make sure. Okay, it remembers. That's good. I don't know what this is. It's been a very long time since I've played this game. Having accidentally waited an extra 20 minutes to start doesn't really help my mild disorientation, so there's that. Anyway, I went to the trouble of finding my old saves on a previous laptop that I don't use anymore even, for one particular reason. This game has a weird kind of meta progression where if you started a brand new game with no saves anywhere, then only these first two characters would be available, because these other two have somewhat different mechanics. But that's not really the main reason. I was planning to play this character in anyway. Supposedly advanced play type. You can think of these four as being basically a warrior, a monk, a summoner, I guess, and a mage. They're the four main characters, and they essentially each have their own campaign, although these first two are basically identical. All four share mostly the same boss fights, and the main difference is just that the story is slightly different for these two and mildly different for these two in terms of where they started. Anyway, so let's just get started since I'm so late, and since possibly no one's watching anyway. Just use this. We had tracked down the warship on the all the way to the South Sea below the frozen wastes. Using the heavy mist as cover, we ambushed the warship. We've been searching for Gernot for many months now. He's the last living Hyoku anyway, and a key target in our plan to liberate the southern territories under Megato's control. We gave the crew their orders and prepared to board the warship. Here's the four main characters. The real battle was about to begin. But something came up from the black depths of the sea. Creatures unlike any I have ever seen. Beasts of impossible size, neither demonic nor angelic. Our ship was attacked, and then... Tell me, child, what is it that you seek? There was no that there. What I seek, peace. To end the era of suffering brought to this world by the gods. War is not new to this world. The history of man was stained with the blood of the innocents long before the gods came into the picture. Many, more powerful than you, have tried to save this world. Peace was short-lived at best. I will not give up. I will see an end to this war. We shall see. Right, so that was the introduction. Basically, our main characters were some kind of rebels against the gods. They were on a ship trying to attack some guy, and something else attacked them, and they wound up under the sea. A mysterious voice talking to them. As you can see, there are a bunch of glowing orbs with people in them. on their way down through the ocean. Perfectly normal. It's interesting how this game's plot works, because essentially it's... Valdis' story overall seems to take place in this big overarching grand fantasy epic kind of idea, but as far as I know, it only sort of exists within this game. So this game is sort of a very particular, important slice of a larger story, which, as far as I know, isn't told anywhere, the rest of the story as such. Ouch! That light I was surrounded by was a shield spell, but from where? This place is under the sea? If I fell here, surely some of the others must have as well. Okay. It says, hold up, press 6 to cast Healing Blessing. Yep, that was a way to heal. So, the reason I bothered to go dig up my old save files is one particular thing. The default weapon that you have if you start a brand new game without anything is her fists, which are a completely terrible weapon, and they know it's terrible, so they gave it plus 25% XP gain. I much prefer using the staff, which, without having unlocked it in another save file, you only have available like halfway through the game. This is a much better weapon in my opinion. Anyway, something else. Plus 2.5 attack power per character level. Punch kick gains weapon effects. That's not actually very useful since I'm not punching and kicking, but it's fine. Alright, so you can sort of climb up ledges. You humans don't learn, do you? We warned you to stay out of our way. You are outmatched. I will only ask you once to stand down. In the name of the Dark Lady, I shall rip you to shreds. Not bad. So while this is very much an action RPG kind of style of game, like Dust is, going from Dust to this game is really jarring. This game's control style is very stiff, is the word I would use to describe it, maybe? It's like you have to do everything kind of very intentionally and think a bit far ahead. There's no sense of flow to it per se, at least not the way there is with Dust anyway. You don't go zooming all over the screen, you're confined to wherever you currently are. You have a dodge move, which I don't have actually yet, but it works rather differently from Dust's. It has a discrete supply rather than a continuous one, if that makes any sense. A life potion, which is used when HP reaches 0. Okay, so I leveled up. For reasons I only sort of remember, I'm going to be trying to level up luck quite a bit. I do remember that luck affects various properties such as your critical hits and your ability to pick up, your ability to make items appear when enemies die, which is very important. Your build in this game is extremely important because, unlike Dust again, you can only gain so many levels. You can only gain 20 levels in this entire game. Well, 5 more in a way that's basically impossible for me to achieve without cheats anyway, but... let's see. Oh, that sounds like something I need. Okay, yeah, I remember this. This is pretty good skill. Increasing the range of attacks is very useful. I think it's probably intended to make fists slightly more palatable, but it also happens to be good for just anything. So this weapon already has a pretty decent range, and improving that range even more is nice. Alright. Hey, it's a dog. Fowler, thank goodness you're alright. Now I'm sure the others must be in this place as well. Come on, boy, let's go find them. Alright, so you can call assists here. Fallon grants MP regeneration when you call him. He also does hit an enemy if it's right in front of you. I should probably check what my spells actually are. So I have Divine Decoy, Refresh, Aegis. I should see. Yeah, that sounds more useful. Let's see. Yeah, I'm keeping what I have here. Neither of these are very useful. That might be useful. Alright. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's actually not bad. The spell that was binding the gates is gone. Pretty impressive taking an ogre out on your own. A human, do you know where we are? You came all the way down here and don't know where you are? You angels are dumber than you look. Angel? I'm not an angel. And why do you insult me? You don't even know me. You're right, I don't know you, so get lost. Hold on, at least tell me where we are. Well, bye. Oops. Don't worry, I can't open that door, so I'm not missing out on anything by not trying. Well, I can't open this door either, it's locked by a device. Luck's already paying dividends. Look at all these items I'm finding. Ow. I'm low on MP. Oh yeah, I can have Fallon help me out with that. Alright, level up. Cool. Let's see. That doesn't sound too bad. More luck. Okay. Onward. There's another door I can't open yet. And one of the most important items in the game, the Master's Scroll. This enables you to do what the game calls a skill cancel, which is the only dodge move that there is. It's really kind of odd. skill cancels have... What is going on with those lines? Those lines should not be there. Some kind of graphic bug there. Anyway, so for the way a skill cancel works is first you activate the skill cancel, and then you can push left or right to dodge. But when you do a skill cancel, it's like you're plummeting to the ground straight and or planting your feet firmly. So it's like you have to be prepared to do it. Also, skill canceling pushes these buttons in. And also it has a certain cooldown, which is not very long, but it's long enough to be a problem if you're not careful. I can feel a strange energy coming from that room. Is someone there? It's a save statue. This button. Game saved. Also, I got a rogue's cowl. Actually, I probably should save. So the way this game's world works, there are angels, there are demons, and as we're going to learn fairly soon, there's also a third party besides humans. Angels and demons are aligned with the two goddesses, the goddess of light and the goddess of darkness mentioned back at the beginning intro thing. At the moment, we're fighting a bunch of demons, so... It's that girl again. So, you're the rat snooping around. There are no holes for you to crawl into and hide this time. Who needs to hide from you? You're just another one of Mirgado's lapdogs. Silence, rat. What's this? Another rat has come out from hiding? I do not hide from demons. I went through all the others, and I will go through you just the same. Well now, aren't you scary? Open your eyes, girl. You're unarmed. No, I'm not. You have no chance against me. Assuming I am at a disadvantage will be your last mistake. What is it with you rats? If you have a death wish, I will oblige you. Dark Lady, behold, I give you an offering of blood. You shouldn't promise things you can't deliver. I hear she has a bad temper. Alright, our first boss fight, and I've already screwed up. Oh well. I didn't just dodge that, right? Oh yeah, he can skill cancel too. He really likes to just disappear himself up there for no apparent reason. Which button is this? Oh yeah, that's right. Which one is 4 and 6? Oop. Is that it? Oh, that's what it was. Whoops. Well, excuse me, I'm learning the controls. Whoops. A, B, S. A. I guess I'll accept that. Not bad for a rat. I'm starting to enjoy this. Looks like we'll have to cut our dance short. I'm not done with you yet. We will meet again. I'm so glad he can jump down through platforms. What are those things? You have to get out of here. I can handle myself. I didn't ask for your help. I'm sure you can take care of yourself, but now really isn't the time for this. I don't think those things are following us. You act pretty strange for an angel. I already told you I am not an angel. My ship was attacked and we all fell into the ocean. Somehow I ended up here. So you were the ball of light I saw far from the sky earlier. That's the reason I came out here. Did you see any of the others from my ship? I must find them. I haven't. You're the only human from the surface I've ever seen in Scythiel. Scythiel? You mean this is the city that fell at the start of the war? That's what they say, but I wasn't born back then. We call the creatures that you saw back there ferals. They eat anything that's not one of them, but usually they stay in their own territory. Come with me to my village. I know this city well. Maybe I can help you find your crew. Your village? You mean there are more people living down here? Well, considering she alluded to being born down here, I'm not sure how that's a surprise. Oh yeah, she's also trying to fight. Somewhat ineffectually. It's okay, she can't get hurt at this point. So I can take my time grabbing this treasure here. So as you saw, whenever you fight a boss, you get a ranking based on 3 factors. How long you took, your combo goodness, and how many life potions you used. And your rank determines what rewards you get. I got attack +2, which is not bad. I think an S rank would have gotten me even better stuff, of course, but it's the first boss. I'm going to forgive a little bit. Anyway. Hey Adeline, you back already? I couldn't scavenge any supplies today. The demons tightened up their patrols. They had a new leader assigned to this area, and for some reason ferals showed up. Ferals? Darn, that's not good. Well, it looks like you didn't come back empty-handed. Who's she? She's from the surface. She helped me with some of the demons back there. In all the excitement, I forgot to ask your name. My name is Reyna. Reyna, eh? That sounds familiar. Anyway, the Elder said to send you to him when you got back, something important. Thanks. Come on, the Elder's place is at the bottom of town. Right? You're welcome to Tagram as long as you don't cause any trouble, outsider. Man, those lines. I don't know what's going on. What is up with that? I set the graphics on high. Maybe if I set it to low... Nope, we still have the lines. Now, I know this computer can handle the high graphics, so... who knows? Just something wrong with it. Yeah, these things happen. Barbaroi. What do you have to trade? Alright, so I can trade things for things here. Actually, this is pretty good. Get some more health. ... Bye, Edna. I don't know how I know your name, considering you didn't have anything to say. I want to be a guard like my dad when I grow up. Most of these NPCs don't have anything useful to say. That guard's just a roadblock for now. I'm supposed to be following this person. What pretty hair you have! We place nets under the falls to catch the fish that slip through the cracks. I'm tired of eating fish. I used to be an adventurer myself. Some of my old gear may prove useful. Uh-huh. Oh, these things are useful, but not actually available yet. Not for quite a while, indeed. Oh, junk collector. What have you got? Nothing. This is the last operating mana heater in Tagram. Keeps everything within its radius from completely freezing over. This is an important point. These mana heaters are very important to keep in mind. Humans can't survive in areas without mana heaters. Leave me alone. Okay, Izia, what's your problem? On to the Elder. Wait here, Reyna. Ah, good, you're back. I was beginning to worry about you, Adeline. You're wounded. I told you to be more careful when gathering supplies, did I not? Elder, it's just a scratch. I met someone out in the derelicts. She's a human from the surface. Is that so? Step closer, outsider. Let me get a look at you. My name is Reyna. My ship was attacked and I ended up in this city. We've not had any contact with humans from the surface since the city fell to the bottom of the sea. We had assumed they were all wiped out by the gods. There are only a few human cities left. The war has taken over most of the world up there. You said your ship was attacked? Was it by demons? No, it was something else. Giant creatures, larger than anything I've ever seen. Giant creatures, you expect us to believe that? You could be a demon spy for all we know. You must believe me. I just want to find the others from my ship. Quiet, Zieg. It's obvious that what happened to Adeline would have been much worse if she had not shown up. Have you known any demon or angel to ever help one of us down here? She had no reason to help her, but she did. Elder, she's not a demon or an angel. She is human like us. That is all the trust that we need for now. ... I'm sorry to say we have not seen any of the people from your ship, but maybe we can help each other. We have lost contact with one of the other villages due to increased angelic presence in the east. I had hoped to send Adeline on a task to re-establish communication with Rook, but seeing as how she went and got herself injured, maybe I can ask you to take her place. Grandfather, wait! You can't ask an outsider to... Hush, child. She would fare much better than you at this. You stay here and have those wounds tended to. Yes, Elder. The people of Rook will not trust you when they see your hair. Take the package beside me and deliver it to them. My hair? What do you mean? You haven't noticed? Something down here has turned everyone's hair white. No one knows why exactly. Only demons and angels seem to retain their hair color. It helps us tell them apart. Yours will fade too in time. Tell them Elder Traer sent you. That might get you inside. Hopefully you will find information about your companions there. Reyna, take this wall hook. You will need it to get to the Mausoleum district east of here. So both angels and demons are in this city. But why? We don't know. They just began showing up about a year ago. Watch yourself out there. Wall jump skill. Hooray. Here are the spare parts also. This way leads to the Mausoleum. I think I missed a village save point. I would like to certainly at least heal my health. Oh, here it is. This statue is one of the few bright spots left for us down here. I don't know why she still comes here. It's not going to do us any good. Oh, you're busy, huh? Okay. Right, so we can wall jump now, which is... you need to be up against a wall and just push the jump button. Not too bad. Also, this leads to an upper part of that area, which is not useful at the moment. But we wouldn't have been able to clear this obstacle without wall jump, so it's a good thing we have it now. Ancient Mausoleum. They said there are angels around here. I should keep my guard up. Goddess of Light, grant me strength that I may cleanse the world of this shadow. We do not need to fight. If you would just let me pass, I will not hurt you. So Reyna is of a generally peaceful disposition, but is not really, you know, she doesn't mind killing things, killing anyone who refuses to take the peaceful option with her. Pretty quickly, in fact. Oh look, it's a thing I cannot use yet. So here's our first introduction to angels. We have these things that do that. We have the flying, kind of classical kind of flying type angel. We have the, I don't know, monk angels with hats. Like to dart around and be annoying. Wall jump doesn't feel too bad at all in this game. There's a thing over there. It looks like I can't open it just yet. Oh, look at that. Angel sapphires. Wow, that was a great shot. That just great all around. Come down here, please. Thank you, goodbye. Let's try this again, maybe? Oh, this isn't this anyway. We want to go a little bit farther up, I think. At least I think I've cleared this room of enemies now. No, it was... Ah, here it is. I want this chest. It's just another Angel Sapphire, but every material item I can get helps. For eventual equipment upgrades and so on. Look at that, it's a mana heater. That's a good thing, probably. What the heck? Why did my spells get reset? Did I accidentally change them at some point? I guess I must have. I don't remember changing them, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. What could be down here? Wait, is this where I came from? No. Okay, good. Nothing in there. Oh, dude, it's one of the big angels. These guys have giant shields on their front that make them really annoying to fight. Because they're invincible from the front side unless you dodge past them. You can't just walk past enemies, of course, but the dodge move goes past enemies just fine. Oh, cool, some iron. And here we have the introduction of lasers. Not sure why there are lasers. Maybe it's an angel defense system, maybe it's just something that was in the city before or something. It's hard to say. Hey, get down here, please. There we go. Wow. Well, that was a good job. The one disadvantage of having skill cancel assigned to the down button is if I'm trying to fidget my way left and right in the middle of air, in the middle of, just moving through the air. Sometimes I'll accidentally skill cancel instead. As you can see, enemies associated with a door are stronger than their normal selves. Oh, shield. Shield? I mean laser. I think there's a boss fight up ahead, and I don't want to do that without saving. Because if I get a poor ranking, I'm gonna suffer for it. Maybe there's a save point right here, back here somewhere. Oh, hey, level up. Look at that. Wrong button. More luck. I think this is good. This is not a bad thing to take. so where could there have been a save point? Maybe... I'm not completely confident that there's a boss fight there now, actually, but I feel like there is one there at some point. So there might have been a save point back up this way. Wow. Great job. I got silenced by that. Timer door. Here's a save point. Rest in peace, Pesce. I think this is something to keep in mind later, but of course I can't do anything with it right now. Alright, so having obtained that save point, I now just want to dodge cancel my way through, skill cancel dodge my way through all these enemies to not, you know, to be at full enough, to be at max possible health when I get to the boss fight zone, in case there actually is a boss fight there. Wow. Great job. That's probably worth doing that. Whoops. Okay, I know I can get up there. There we go. Try and keep my MP topped up. That could have gone poorly. Okay, let's see if there is in fact a boss fight here. And yes, okay. Exclamation point. Boom. This one's going to be tough. With Alagath's blessing, the light shall wash your stain from this world. Why must you angels stand in my way at every turn? I will not show you mercy. Huh. So this boss, his deal is that or her deal I think, is that she has a shield, which you have to beat your way through. It's what that mana meter represents. Oh dear. Where are you? There you are. And once you beat down the shield, then dang it, I missed it. Great job. Uh-oh. Run away. Basically, it has super armor as long as the shield is active, and then it's completely vulnerable. Well, that went poorly. Wow. Good job face tanking that. Yeah, I might prefer to start this over again. Actually, oops, that is not the button I wanted to press. Well, now I think I'm stuck. There we are. Okay, let's just try that again. Have a bit more of a feel for that boss. Maybe I can get a combat that's not a Z, it's not an F grade. I'm stomping on top of the laser because I'm trying to stomp past it. Okay, let's see if I can achieve a little bit of platforming here. Alright, yeah, stun you. I'm gonna be down there. This is bad. Okay, you... Really? Just teleported through a wall there. It's fine. There we go. It's the one tough room to get by between that save point and this boss. They are a bit weirdly far off from each other, too. Okay. Yeah, how do I... Can I skip? No. I can just button through to talk, though. Like, it's not absolutely necessary that I get an amazing rate on these boss fights, but I'd prefer that I did. It's certainly a lot of help to have done well in earlier boss fights when you're getting to the later ones. There you are. Oh, there you are. How did I get caught in that laser? I was trying to get away from it. This isn't great. Wow. If I use a life potion, I'm quitting. Starting over again, I mean. Well. Okay, I think if I go to the quit option, then I push retry, it'll just start me back in that room again. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Whoops. The real problem with trying to get a decent combat grade on this guy is he just no-sells all your attacks all the time. Really annoying. Also, you get hit by the meteor attack, you're just about done. Trying to use that, which of course once again activated at the wrong time. I was pushing the button combination to do that like 6 or 7 times in a row and it wasn't doing it. I don't know quite what I was doing wrong. Wow. Whoops, dodged into it that time. Ah, not quite. Gotta retry again. This is not an easy boss. It's the kind of the first real boss of the game, really. Because that first guy was basically just a tutorial boss, really. It's not too hard to beat him. So he also spins up his own... She also spins up her own MP when she uses a laser attack, it's worth noting. But, relying on just that and not on hitting the mana shield constantly is probably a bad idea. Oh. Not sure if that blue explosion as she gets up is actually damaging, but I'm erring on the side of caution when it comes to that. Could have done better there. Oh, hey. I overestimated how close it was. Uh-oh. Hi. Well, that happened. I'm not sure. I think combat might be based on... Your combat grade might be based on how many times you're hit, and not necessarily on how much you're damaged for. Let's see. A, B, S. A. Alright, A isn't bad. I'll take it. Eh. Quite a boss fight. I've never seen an angel like that, but like this back at the monastery. Archangel Spirit. That'll find its uses. Now, should I go up or should I go down? Hey, it's a mana keystone. You use a mana keystone by holding down the button that you also push with a directional button to use a spell, which can be kind of a problem sometimes. Notice the blue fringes to the screen? That's an indication that we're going into a place that is cold. Frozen crypts. So, the deal with cold places is their mana heaters are broken. See, here's a broken mana heater. They have ice physics, because of course, and most importantly, you take damage non-stop while in a frozen area. So that's great. This must be another one of those feral creatures. The Elder didn't mention they were in this area too. So at this point it becomes necessary to heal on a semi-regular basis. Because there's not really... like, there's no Variasuit in this game, as far as I'm aware. You just take the damage, and you have to be able to deal with it. I don't know what the mana key I activated actually opens, but there's its timer right there happening. Maybe it's up here, whatever it is. Oh, that guy was tough. Yeah, I have no idea. I think maybe it's over this way somewhere. Maybe this is one of them, and the other one's... I'm not sure it's anything I should be concerning myself with right now, but I have curiosity at least. That didn't work out so well. There we go. Yeah, I think it's for that treasure chest exactly to the right of this thing. So you have to activate that one because it has a long timer first. Then go all the way up here. Activate the one with a short timer, which is across a bit of platforming. Whoops. And of course you can't activate it unless you're at the top of the platforming, because of course not. Ah, slipped off the platform. Yeah, I'm not sure this is worth bothering with right now. Especially as I'm running out of MP here. I'll come back to this later. Oh, there's just a save point here. Never mind. Maybe I'll just go try and obtain that. Man, that guy does not take much damage. Okay, so activate this. Ah, put a platform in my way. I only have like 6 seconds, dude. Really? Really? Seriously. He literally stuck that directly in my path. I guess I have to kill these guys before I can actually do this. I don't recall ever having an enemy spoil my puzzles so badly before. That's kind of impressive. Oops, that is not what I wanted you to do. Why did you do any of those things that were not what I was telling you to do? So again, I'm pushing the use magic button. I have to hold that to activate the mana key thing. And if you push the magic button plus a directional button, then you cast a spell. I was pushing a directional button thinking about moving after activating the magic thing, magic key thing, which is bad because that caused me to cast a spell instead of continuing to activate the magic key thing. There, that's the first door. I don't know where the second door is, but here's a third door for reasons. Oh well, I got a Wanderer raiment. Oh wow, that was the third door. Okay. So, let's see what that does. 1 strength, 3 agility, 7 armor, 3 resist, 10% critical damage, kills grant bonus damage for 5 seconds. Also I have this for some reason. Gains special powers based off your primary attribute. +8 armor, +8 resist, gain 10% chance. I think that's something you get for doing the arena. I'm not gonna bother taking that. I'm gonna keep that unequipped, even though it might be better than what I have, because I think, by all rights, I think I have the right to use the pole because the fists are a really bad weapon for this. The fists are just not a very good weapon, is why I'm using the pole, but I don't feel like I should use something that's essentially a reward for very late game things, or post-game things. Whatever you want to call it. Wow, that was a long way down. I mean, I could wall jump the way back up, but... Wow, you're not dead yet? Those guys have really high defense for some reason. Okay, I can't get in there. I think this is a good place to stop. I mean, nobody much seems to be watching anyway, so just call it at about an hour. Seems fine. Still losing health even in the save room. Well, if anyone is watching or is watching a later recording of this, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the week. See you later.